Why do I do these things to myself? Hello everyone, welcome back to my dying channel, and today we're fucking back at it again with this goddamn fucker! It hasn't got much better. It's... oh god. Okay. What do you want me to say? Today we're gonna be watching what happens when you hire an LGBTQ life coach, which... just going off the thumbnail, I already want to fucking off myself. If you're not aware already of who this man is, he's a content creator. He makes alt-right comedy skits surrounded about politics, which if you did not know, I am interested in. And he's a bit of a dumbass. No offense to JP, of course. You can be a dumbass. I'm sometimes jealous of dumbasses. But I made an episode about this man before, and we talked about his weird beliefs about trans people. Since he's alt-right, I'm sure you can guess what they are. Barbaric, childish, and very wrong. But today, I guess he's going to show us what happens when you hire an LGBTQ life coach, so here we fucking go. Okay, so going right off the bat, what the fuck's the fit going? Okay, let's talk about the fit. Well, okay. You know, I'm not gonna say anything yet. Just
no, you're doing it wrong. How could you do this to me? There, that should help.
You're just really close.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I
don't think you got a life coach. I think you got someone who's on a fucking list. Okay, I mentioned this before, and in the other episode of Awaken with JP. This is not how gay people act. I don't know what you think people act like within the LGBTQ space, which, yes, I am gay. I do not personally align myself by saying that I'm a part of the community, because it is a community. I'm just gay. That's all I really am. But I know people within the space. They do not act like this. Most gay people I know are oddly enough more normal than the straight people I know. I know some miserable, weird ass fucking straight people, and I know a lot more normal gay people. That's not to say that there's no normal straight people. Of course there are, but I'm just saying, if we're going off of just like experience from me, I'm just saying.
Entrepreneur, I hired Kiki as my performance coach.
Hi, my name is Kiki. I'm an executive performance coach for men. I suffer from long COVID. I'm a victim of the patriarchy, and I'm gender fluid. And I've got like 2,038 followers on TikTok.
I wanted to take...
Hold on. I feel like my brain's trying to stop me from like understanding what the fuck's going on, because it's just like, no, stop, it's too stupid, please, no.
I suffer from long COVID. I'm a victim of the patriarchy, and I'm gender fluid. And I've got...
Okay. Suffering from long COVID. It is shown that COVID-19 has some lasting effects. I don't think that's related. Whatever the fuck this guy's got going on, I don't think COVID caused that. Listen, yeah, I get it. Some people think that being gay is like an illness and shit. Sorry to tell you, there's scientific proof. It's there from birth. And that's not to say it's a birth defect either. Fucking moron. It's... You know, just continue.
Got like 2,038 followers on TikTok.
I wanted to take my finances, fitness, and relationships to the next level, so I thought hiring a coach that specializes in men would help.
I literally hate men. They're the worst.
Kiki came highly recommended from my cousin in Portland. She's a PhD, so she's really good.
Where'd I get my degree? Well, I identify as a PhD, so f off.
We started...
God. We've been through this before! Okay. Alright, okay. Listen, I've been through this fucking charade like 1,000 times with so many fucking heavy right-wing people and shit like that. Trans people do not identify as random things. It's a gender thing, okay? I don't know how many times I've explained this. Gender is an identity. It's an identifier. You cannot identify as a PhD, and nobody does that. They're not going into workplaces and saying, oh yeah, well, I identify as a hired employee. It's like, that's not how that works. And they know that's not how that works, so they don't fucking do it.
With finances, I wanted to remove the blocks that keep me from growing my business to the next level.
I literally hate men.
So to help do that, in our first session, she talked to me about gender. for like 3 hours. And most of that time in the first session was her talking about her gender so I could better understand how to grow my business.
So my gender...
Okay, I need to... Give me a moment. Okay, might be a little more bearable now. I know plenty of trans people. I know a lot of trans people. Some of my best friends are trans. They do not talk about their gender often. They don't do that. I never met a trans person who never shut the fuck about the gender. Because what is there to talk about? It's an identifier. Who gives a shit? I've always heard this argument where they're like, oh my god, they make it my problem. No, they don't. Like, I think maybe the most like extreme, like, I guess pushing it thing you could maybe say is them correcting you, which I feel like somebody who, if they were born as a female and were a female, if you repeatedly said him, I feel like even they would point that out, right? Like, I'm not fucking crazy, right? That's not just me. I feel like if you're gonna complain about people correcting you on their pronouns and their gender and stuff like that, then at least like also accept the fact that cisgendered, or is that the term, cisgender? I can't fucking remember it. The all white normal people do. Also, if your life trainer's doing that, no offense, get a new one.
Started when I was in the womb. And my mom didn't have the courage to abort me because she's a racist conservative. So I looked at the gender that God tried to assign to me and I'm like, not today, Bubba. I think I know better than you.
And she recommended I study children's shows.
Holy fuck. Okay. A lot to unpack there. When it comes to people who want abortion to be legal, that's not why! They're not saying that because they want to be aborted or some shit. They're saying that because there's some people who shouldn't be parents. I want you to level with me for a minute. I want you to imagine that you are I presume that most of my audience is male. You're a dad, your wife, you know, you two got a little crazy one night and it turns out she's pregnant. Thing is, you're already working 2 jobs and the economy is so fucked due to Trump and Iran and the war and the fucking stock price going up and everything just is so high that if you were to have a child now, you will drown financially. You are already barely making it as is. And there's so many other factors as well, because like you and your wife, you recently just got married, and you know, you're not ready for this yet. You're not emotionally prepared. You don't know what it's like to take care of a child. And you want to go on vacation. You want to live your life for just a little bit longer before making that next step. If you even want to make that next step, you should be allowed to not have to do that to yourself or the baby. Oftentimes, people who don't want children that end up still having the child make their child's life fucking miserable. There are several people that I know personally whose parents have just flat out told me, oh yeah, I never wanted you. And that's like, okay, it's fair to say that, but if you were also saying that and saying that's like the cause of why you had such a shitty childhood, that's just kind of fucked. And there's plenty of other reasons why certain babies should be allowed to be aborted as well. Because, like, same with, like, rape victims. How about that? Yeah. Come out swinging. If a woman is raped and she ends up pregnant, yeah, she'll probably get that shit fucking aborted. And, like, yeah, the whole, like, idea of that, like, well, there's a soul and all that shit. Fuck off for, like, 5 minutes. Because, like, again, it can't think yet. It's just a bunch of muscles and cells moving around, taking shit from the host. That's all it is. It's a literal parasite. It's not alive yet. It can't think. So what's wrong with just snipping it off and killing it? You're not even killing it. You're just cutting it off. That's all it is. It's why I don't like it when anyone just calls it, oh, the baby's coming. No, not the baby. Like, we're having, whenever they just refer to their pregnant belly as a baby, because it's not a baby, it's a clump of cells. It's a parasite. If you really want a shit ton of reasons on why abortion should be legal, fucking go outside and ask literally any woman. Any woman. You can ask a parent even. And I'm sure they'll fucking tell you.
So I looked at the gender that God tried to assign to me and I'm like, not today, Bubba. I think I know better than you.
And
okay, on that point, yeah, you probably do. Hey, listen, I mentioned this in my other episode about religion. I feel like religion was mostly used as a way to, like, guide and control people. I fucking highly doubt that, anyone's genuinely thinking that they know better than God. It's just that they have their own opinion and would rather go with that instead. Another thing, a lot of trans people tend to not believe in God, which, fair enough, and that's good.
She recommended I study children's shows on Netflix to help the truth set in. And that helped me realize I'm at least gay, but probably trans. And her business insights were cutting edge.
So, like, working sucks.
Okay, I genuinely don't understand the joke here. What's going on? Call me a dumbass because I don't understand. Yeah, there's some representation in kids shows, but, like, they're not turning kids gay. If a child is watching a show and it has a gay person inside of it, let's say that kid's gonna grow up to be a straight guy. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then they're gonna continue watching the show. There's a kid who, and by the way, when I say kid, I mean like 8, 9 years old, stuff like that, just that are around that age. I'm not saying like fucking 4-year-old Timmy's going, oh, maybe I like guys. So fucking, you get my point. And they see a gay character and they almost feel that odd sense of resonance and just like understanding almost. That's good, right? Am I crazy? That's good. And hey, even if they don't resonate, again, they're still a kid. They have their teenage years to figure out who they are. That's kind of like the whole point of adolescence. It's figuring out who you are. So I feel like being like, we shouldn't have gay people in shows because it might turn out kids gay. Yeah. Do you have any science behind that? Do you have any person who's told you, oh yeah, I'm gay because of SpongeBob? It's like fucking no. Show me evidence okay, here. Kids do tend to take features from the stuff they watch and apply it onto themselves. I don't feel like that would be one of them. I feel like if a kid really likes Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they'll say that they're a ninja. But I feel like if Ralph suddenly talked to her, is that his name, Ralph? I don't fucking know any of the names. They're talking about how they like dudes or some shit. I feel like the kid is gonna be like, oh, I'm also gay. You know, I'm just saying. I feel like kids kind of have that era of like, I'm not that. Kids are smarter than you give them credit for.
So you should just like do less of it.
Insights were cutting edge.
So like working sucks. So you should just like do less of it.
So work less to help grow my business? I honestly never would have thought of that. Work less.
You need.
Okay. Okay. I got something to say about that one. Okay. So, when it comes to the current generation and the least like the working less thing, undeniably true. Current generation works a lot less than any past generation in the past like 40 years. But there's a reason behind that. It's because of your old asses being a fucking piece of shit. Listen, in the current workforce, bosses just seem to not feel like treating people like humans. I have heard repeated horror stories about people just being dehumanized and treated like shit inside these workplaces, and it's just kind of like this, oh yeah, it's normal, it's just the way it is. And now current generation is starting to actually take a stand and go, hey, maybe we should be treated like fucking normal human beings. It's like a mild protest, you know, and obviously they're still making money, right? Does it really matter how? There's plenty of ways to make money without technically having a job. Obviously, there's content media creation. There's just freelance work like artistry and like doing commissions and stuff like that. I do commissions. I don't really get like a salary. I don't get a shit ton of money from it, but I do it. I could get a lot of money from it. I used to do a lot of shadow work for businesses all the time. If I continued doing that, I could make a pretty reasonable profit, like revenue, like almost monthly, if I really wanted to. And those technically don't count as real jobs. You can put on your resume, but it wouldn't be recognized as like, oh, you worked at McDonald's for 4 years and ended up getting fired because you accidentally sneezed a little bit too loudly. You get what I'm saying? There's also just like a large amount of demotivation inside the current generation, and I can see why. Like, listen, I'm a guy who likes to work because I have way too many issues in my personal life that I do not want to face right now, so instead I just work it off. Thing is that my current job that I have, I fucking hate. Mainly because there's no reason behind it, really. There's no, like, thank you or anything like that. Like, again, it's just like, it's this giant wave of nihilism that I feel like is kind of washed over the population. And this is coming from someone who used to be a really bad nihilist. Like, you again, you look at the stuff with Trump and Iran and all the prices going up, and it kind of makes people just kind of think, what's the point? And most generations can't really say anything about it because they've never really gone through that. But the closest thing was maybe like the stock market crash of 2008. But other than that, most of the time the economy was fine. It was fine. It was doing great. So now that we're having this giant decline, nobody really knows how to deal with it. And obviously there's a lot more also just like societal issues such as certain trans people not being allowed to be who they are, stuff like that. And yeah, there's just a bunch of hate in the world, so it's hard for anyone to be motivated to actually do their work and or job.
Need to realize that a person shouldn't have to work if they don't want to.
I kind of actually enjoy working, though.
That's just evil capitalism talking, honey.
Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. Where the fuck did that come from?
Okay, so I just shouldn't work at all. Just can't be more entitled. And then we got to fitness, and her approach blew my mind.
My approach to fitness is, don't do it. It's rooted in right-wing extremism.
So how will I be healthy?
Where the fuck did that come from? Exercise is deep rooted within... Okay, hold on. Let me try to unpack this. Let me try. I'm gonna need this. Okay. So, what the fuck are you talking about? Literally, one of my friends, they're trans, female to male. Holy shit. Bodybuilder. Oh my god. Motherfucker can snap me like a twig. Yeah, there's, where is this coming from? I'm gay. I like to exercise. I'm not like a big into it, but I can go for a nice jog. I would hike if I could, stuff like that. I find it interesting. Where's this like don't exercise? I don't exercise because I'm gay shit coming from? What the fuck are you talking about?
Vaccines, how else?
I haven't. So how will I be healthy?
Vaccines, how else?
I haven't gotten any of those.
I've got them all right here for you, honey.
Okay, just taking vaccines by themselves will not make you healthy. I think that goes without saying. I'm just saying, no one actually believes that vaccines just make you magically healthy. There's obviously a lot that goes into vaccines and stuff like that. And you should stay vaccinated. Obviously, do your prior research and everything. Make sure it's up to date. Make sure it's from a trusted source. All that shit. Do your due diligence. But most of vaccines you should probably take, especially if you have a kid and stuff like that. Make sure they're vaccinated and all that shit. Because it's good. It's just good. If I can do your research, goddamn.
I'm all right here for you, honey.
Jesus.
So he had a minor stroke, okay? Completely unrelated. He probably caught it from a fascist or something. Like our stroke.
He probably got it from a fascist. No offense, this has nothing to do with your gender or anything like that, but you're a fucking I just forgot I can't say that on YouTube. Never mind.
Or something. Like a minor stroke, okay? Completely unrelated. He probably caught it from a fascist or something. Like, are strokes airborne at this point? Like, I think they are.
Yeah, no, that's not how strokes work. Also, the vaccines do not give you strokes. I'm sorry to tell you, but if someone takes a vaccine and happens to have a stroke, maybe before jumping to conclusions, maybe look into why they had a stroke in the first place. I'm not big into the whole like vaccine drama stuff like that, but I've done some research myself, and yeah, there's no ties between vaccines and having a stroke. So,
JP, are you okay?
But luckily he made a full recovery from his minor little stroke, and now he just has autism.
I want a cat!
And I'll tell you, before my coaching, he was such an ableist. Capable.
Not how that works. I can't tell if this is like trying to be funny or whatever the fuck, but strokes do not give you autism.
Of doing almost anything. It was really bad. But now his delayed onset autism has really improved that. So, hun, what are you having for dinner tonight?
It's Tuesday. 8 fish sticks. Kiki squeezed and pulled and hurt my neck.
He told you that?
Yes, he did.
Well, he's very happy with his results.
Wait, I'm sorry, what did he say?
Having for dinner tonight.
It's Tuesday. 8 fish sticks. Kiki squeezed and pulled and hurt my neck.
Okay, I can't understand what the fuck he's saying, but okay, JP, now, okay, you literally just brought being ableist, and then you're ableist. What do you think autistic people are like? A lot of my friends are autistic. People think I'm autistic. I'm not. But a lot of my friends are autistic. That's not how they act. A lot of them are just like, yeah, there's obviously some high functioning ones I know, but even then they're not that bad. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Obviously, I shouldn't be constantly casting the net of like the people that I know, because a lot of people don't know about the wide variety of people that I know, but yeah, not how that works. Jesus Christ, dude. That was just fucking ableist. What's next is he can go, fucking Christ, dude. Jesus.
He told you that?
Yes, he did.
Well, he's very happy with his results. He recorded a video testimonial for me. So are you happy with how your life's changed?
Yeah.
Would you recommend my coaching to others?
Yeah.
He started off in a terrible place of being a cisgendered, heteronormative male capitalist. And now he's progressed to being a gay, trans, communist cat.
I'm a cat.
And going woke can...
Okay, what's up with him wanting to be a cat? Is JP talking about furries? JP, are you talking about furries? Yeah, furries don't actually believe that they're the animal that their persona or characters may be. I'm just gonna put that out there. Also, trans and gay people, we don't have a problem with the fuck you are. If you're straight, we don't give a shit. If you're cisgendered, I don't give a fuck. Just be whatever the fuck you want to be. Just leave us the fuck alone. Now, obviously, I've encountered some people who have had problems with like straight people and stuff like that, but at the same time, can you really blame them? Listen, because again, as I said before, a lot of the like straight people that I know, a lot of them are dicks. Like, fucking straight people are assholes. I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, I'm not gonna start hating on straight people, but I'm just saying a lot of straight people I know are kind of assholes. So I mean, having this slight bit of like an idea of just like maybe white people are a bit mean. It's like, is that belief entirely unfounded? Obviously, I'm being a little bit extreme here. Obviously, white people are they have their own struggles. I don't know how to word this without seeming like I'm preaching, but just like you get what I'm saying.
Turn your life around too.
You squeezed and pulled and hurt my neck.
Shut the f up.
Yeah.
You squeezed and hurt my neck. Oh, he's talking about strength. Okay, I thought he was gonna bring up some like sexual harassment or assault, some shit. I was gonna have a giant problem with that. Okay, he's just talking about choking or something like that. Yeah, wow, okay, that wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be, which I'm slightly thankful for. But yeah, just wow. I think I've made my points very clear. This is just something. JP, I seriously want to know, like, did somebody hurt you? Like, what has got you so fucking hateful? Also, you tend to really like playing autistic trans gay people. I'm just saying, JP. Because in the first episode that we watched, in my first video, you played a trans teacher who wants to sexually harass child students, so not gonna look at that there. And now you're playing a guy who got turned gay and trans and is also a furry. Just JP, bit odd. Okay, I mean this one has a chance of being less awful. People who play pickleball. You know what, JP, I might agree with you here. People who play pickleball are a bit fucking weird. So let's just see if there's some merit.
Dude, your backhand has been looking super sharp.
I've been working on it for like 9 hours every night.
Hey, what's up, guys? Found
What the fuck?
us the fourth. That's my gay neighbor, Kyle.
Not gay, but it's nice to see you guys. My first time playing.
Oh, it's a friendly game.
Pickleball is like a cross between tennis and being gay.
Well, I like that.
Okay, wait, no. Why is he funny? No. JP, why are you being funny? It's not hilarious. I wouldn't be like, ah! But I mean, you're being funny. You're trying. You're being funny.
What are the rules?
Just a couple things. Always serve diagonally.
Let the serve bounce before you return it.
And let the return bounce before you return the return.
Never go in the kitchen.
But always go in the kitchen if the ball goes in first.
Huh?
What's the kitchen?
All right, y'all ready?
Oh, kitchen!
Damn it!
You gotta stay out of the kitchen, bro.
What's the kitchen?
Everything that's not the non-kitchen area is the kitchen.
Just stay out of the kitchen, man. Okay? Have some respect.
What's the...
Okay, wait, JP. JP, keep doing this. Do this. Stop talking about gay people for like 5 fucking seconds and do this. Or I guess not stop talking about gay people because that other bit was kind of funny. But like seriously, this isn't that bad. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, but like it's genuinely not that bad.
Yep.
God damn. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck is making you launch away that far? It's a fucking pickleball, dude.
You have blood on your hands now. And I hope you get cut in half by a train on your way home.
An Amtrak train that has a ton of passengers and it's so heavy they don't even know they cut.
Oh, get back.
Hey, that was.
Yeah, JP. Do that. That is so much better. Okay, genuinely, JP, I'm not even being satirical. I'm being fully honest. This type of humor, not that bad. Not great, but I mean, hey, it's a lot better than the other shit. I mean, trust me, it's just like, yeah, this is way better. I much prefer this type of form of content than you just being wrong.
Score?
632. Why are there 3 of them?
Third score,
Yeah.
our score, service order.
What?
371. 47195.
Are you just making that up or?
57 Bravo Echo Dolphin 45.
What? Freddy Fazbear!
Ah, he's back in the kitchen.
Hey man, if you go in the kitchen again, I will literally kill you with my paddle.
JP, I like that. That's good. Keep doing that. Back to hell we go. You know, that actually makes it so much sadder. The fact that I know that JP is actually capable of genuine humor and comedy that isn't completely fucking awful and is based in hatred and just agony. Yeah, dude, JP, fucking keep doing that. Your political stances need to stay in the fucking closet, just like you are. Alright, found our last video for today. Hilarious reason why trans should be in the military. Because they're perfectly capable people? I don't fucking know.
What's up, my freedom-loving friend? What you're
Don't call me your friend.
about to see is a short clip that I think you'll like. It's taken from my show, exclusive on Rumble, Lies You Can Trust.
Oh, fucking course you're on Rumble. Fucking JP. Ugh. Rumble? Really? JP, this is JP. JP, stop. No. JP. No. Don't do this. Don't do this. You're better than this.
I have a different opinion. I'm here for it. And Alex Stein, if you're watching, I want more. But Alex Stein wasn't done. I think this is earlier in the day. He was testifying before a Senate committee, and he makes some good points. And one of the points he made follows the leftist logical thread and makes a good point for why we do need trans in the military. And it's not what you would expect.
All right, hold on. I want to use my intuition here. My guess is the reason why he believes trans people should be in the military is because they're suicidal or some shit. He's gonna say like they should kill people or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Go ahead. My name's Alex Stein. I'm considered one of the sexiest men in conservative politics. And one thing I want to say, a lot of people are going to hear my testimony and you're going to say you're anti-LGBTQ. I want to say that's impossible because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So obviously I have a lot of gay pride. But, you know, a lot of conservatives like yourself, you want to outlaw transgenders in women's sports. I disagree. I like transgenders in women's sports because you can gamble on them and win money. And I won so much money on Leah Thomas's propeller in that pool. I almost turned draft kings into draft queens. And, you know, I actually like transgenders in the military, too, because, first of all, transgenders are some of the meanest people on planet Earth. So they make a good soldier, don't you think? And then, you know, second of all, transgenders love to do mass shootings. So, you know, that's perfect for a military veteran. And then on top of that, the suicide rate is incredibly high among transgender people. So we could just use them like the Taliban has suicide bombers.
Oh yeah, trans people are suicidal? Boy, I wonder why! You ever think it's maybe because of you? And some of the fucking vile shit you say? God! Fuck, dude, you're a dick! God, you're not invited to my birthday! Okay, alright. So, with the whole shooting things. I'm not really up to date with my shootings exactly, but up to my awareness, there's only been like 2 shootings that were done by a trans person, and only one of them had to do with the fact that they were trans. The other person just happened to be, if I remember right. Also, they're some of the meanest people you know. What trans people are you hanging out with? First of all, because I feel like none of them would want to be around you. And secondly, I have like almost nothing but good experiences with trans people. I mean, like, I think the meanest thing I could say about a trans person I know is that they're a bit clingy. But even then, like, there's a lot of straight people I know that are clingy. Wow. And to say that, and you know what? I'll give him this. He's got balls. Because, like, holy fuck. Saying that in a place where... you can get fucking absolutely demolished. Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
Maybe you guys can actually, you know, if you commit suicide, actually help us in the battlefield. So that would be good. So I think we need transgenders in the military and women's sports. Now, when we come to the bathroom bill, though, this is an asymmetrical problem. Because, first of all, no dude cares if, like, a bisexual woman comes in there and tries to use, like, a pee funnel. You know, some lady boy comes in there, some, you know, stud comes in there, wants to pee in a urinal. No guy's going to be threatened by, you know, a trans woman. But we don't want these gargoyles in a dress, you know, some chick with a dick coming in there and trying to pee or poop next to my girlfriend, because that's disgusting. And, well, I was going to say something. Listen, I have my First Amendment right. Let me just speak. So, we're sick of these transgenders trying to invade women's personal spaces. These people have autogynephilia, they're sexual perverts, and they actually get satisfaction from going there and looking under a stall. So these are mentally ill people that are on hormones, that are on all kinds of pills, they're impulsive, and they do not belong in a women's restroom. So if some of you lesbians want to come in and pee next to me, you're more than welcome. So we just don't let the chicks with dicks in the women's room, and you guys are all welcome in the men's room. I think that works.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so... do I even comment on it? Should I even add this to the fucking video? Jesus Christ. So... hold on, I need another. No, just no. No. You know, you're right. The bathrooms are an asymmetrical problem. They should be based on genitalia, yeah? If your men's bathroom should just have people who have male genitals, and female bathroom should be people with female genitals. Does that make sense? Does that not seem fair? I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. Also, just like the whole, like, they have agrabophilia and all that shit, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Please, just shut the fuck up for, like, everyone involved. Just shut the fuck up. It genuinely disappoints me and makes me, like, sad that this is just, like, a common thing in the world. Like, what happened to just minding your own fucking business, right? Yeah, that's right. We're back in this position. I'm here to talk about personal shit. Ignore my mess of a bed. I'm just here to talk about where we're using this camera now. I know earlier I talked about nihilism and how a lot of people nowadays inside the current generation don't have a lot of hope. And I said that like I wasn't one of them. And I'll be completely honest, I as of like recent, not as of recent, sorry, for a while, I've been quite nihilistic about some stuff. Not about the economy and stuff like that. All things eventually level out. That's fine. But societally, I've basically kind of given up in a lot of respects. Okay. I have given like a lot of thought into just like what I think of the current way things are societally, and I've really ran out of hope for a lot of people. And I try keeping a lot of this stuff like a secret to myself and stuff like that. Cause I feel like the more nihilistic everyone else is around each other, like it's just not going to get better. I tried to like give some people hope, being like, you know, it'll eventually even out and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't want to tell someone something that I don't believe myself. I feel like it's like almost like a form of lying. And for a while, I lied to myself. I lied to myself and tell me that there will come a day where I could just exist in the normal world without being looked at weirdly if I was like openly gay. or even more openly gay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to word this. There's a lot of things. There are certain things about myself that I don't talk about, even just because I don't like the landscape of the way the world is right now, and I feel like that can be said for a lot of people. There are certain people who don't feel comfortable going outside and just whatever they want to wear, or being with people they just want to be with because of people who would just say horrible, mean shit at them purely for existing. It's really just fucking disgraceful, and I don't know what happened to respect. And I know, you know, a bunch of these like much people in the future generations like, oh, you have no respect, you have no respect. Yeah. Okay. Give us some, we'll give you some. Maybe the reason we don't have any fucking respect is we never got shown any. Have you ever thought about that? It's this fucking idea that we just have to like bow our heads down and take whatever the fuck is given to us. Like, no, we can ask for better. Fucking maybe instead of bitching about how trans people are, you know, making our kids trans or whatever the fuck, like, but instead of just saying shit, how about you actually try to fucking prove it? Oh, that's right. If you try to prove it, you'll realize that you're wrong, and then you'll have no fucking other big step ladder to step on whenever you're having a next argument with your nephew. There's a reason why there's not a lot of like heavy left wing or just like, I guess, woke debaters out there. And it's because debating with the far right is fucking awful. And this is talking to someone who's tried. Because like, it's a screaming match. It's just whoever can scream and bitch and moan and the loudest. It's less about actually proving your point and just winning in the end. Winning with air quotes. Again, as I've said, I've given up hope for a lot of, like, most of our society. I remember one of my friends, or not one of my friends, sorry. I was hanging out in this place and I was talking to somebody. They're from somewhere in Arabia, somewhere like that. And we were talking, and I idly brought up how I was gay because I can't remember how. It was a couple days ago, but it was related to the conversation. And they just like asked me like why I'm gay, like where's the point, all that shit like that. And I'm not like offended that they asked that, but at the same time, why would you ask that? Like is it really any of your business? And like, just, does there have to be a reason? Maybe it's just because like that's just something I figured out about myself and I can't take it back now. There's a lot of things like that. There's a lot of things I just don't bring up because I know that the way people react, and I know the way people behave, and I know better. I know how to protect myself. I've been a lot better at holding things in than most people because I've had to do that for a really long time, part of my life. So I just kind of got used to it. And obviously, I know for a lot of people, it must be hard to have to keep that part of yourself within all the time and not even share it with your closest of friends. And it makes me worry, like, a lot. And it makes me nihilistic. It really does. It makes me not have a ton of hope in, like, anything, you know, when it comes to society. And I know the joke, you know, they love saying that we're oversensitive and stuff like that, but you can call me oversensitive all you fucking want. I don't care. In a lot of ways, I've lost hope. So, but on the bright side, you know, at least, yeah. Well, that was depressing. If you enjoyed this video, why? If you want to subscribe, why? If you want to like the video, go ahead. I don't really care. I'll be putting my book series and my Discord or my Discord community within the description. So if you want to join that, go ahead. Until then, I will see you later.